Welcome to Ace 18 Black against Prime Performance 17 here in tournament number 5, match number 1 of the Ace 18 Black season. Girls just gave high fives, team huddle. We'll get the starting lineup on the court as soon as they get on there, so I know what it is and where they're starting. Right, looks like we got Cassie, Elle, Avery, Callie, Anna, and Amelie. And Shay is on the court for Callie. The lineup is already set. There we go. And this looks like Prime Performance is going to be serving to start us off. So on the court, again, we have Elle, Avery, Cassie, Shay, Anna, and Amelie. Yeah, there we go. All right. We are all tied up at 0. If you want to know what happened to the year 0, our current system of keeping years started. Away we go. Ball's in the air from Prime Performance. Shay cannot handle it. That is a point for Prime Performance, up 1-0. Good old number 1. First state in the Union, Delaware, Capital Dover. Ball's in the air. Shay able to get that one to Cassie. Cassie pump sets it all the way across to Elle, sends a free ball over the net. Prime Performance gets to their setter, sets it to their outside, goes up for a hit, tips it over, but out, no touch. That's a point for Ace. All tied up at 1. Captain Cassie Barney to serve. Oh, I lied. They called a touch. Okay. Prime Performance was confused. They thought there was a touch. There was no touch. So it is right. Cassie Barney is serving. Leah Smith in for Amelie Putoff in the front row. And Captain Cassie Barney is serving. Prime Performance able to dig that. Gets it to their right side. It gets a hit. Leah gets it up to Cassie. Cassie sends a bump set all the way to Shay. Shay sends a free ball over the net. Prime Performance able to get it to their setter, who bumps it. Middle sends a free ball over the net. Avery to Cassie. Cassie all the way over to Elle. Elle goes for a tip. Over. Prime Performance with a hit. Anna able to save that one. Cassie sets it up for Leah on the right side. Who gets a hit all the way across and out. That's a point for Prime Performance. Prime Performance up 2-1. Couple minutes, yeah? If everybody's ready, because they can drag on so long, sometimes they just keep it going. All right, Prime Performance serving up 1-0. Service error, point Ace. All tied up at 2. 2-2. Put it together, you get 22. What is that? That is a smaller caliber round. Elle Alexander to serve. Riley into the front row for Anna. Tied up at 2. Here we go. Ball's in the air from Elle. Prime able to get that over. Their setter bump sets it to their middle. Goes up for a hit. Swings and a miss, but it was effective. Prime Performance with the point. Kind of rolled off of her fingertips and then went up and over the block from Avery. Prime Performance serving up 3-2. Service error, too strong. Tied up at 3. Avery to serve. Callie into the front row. Ball's in the air from Chadwick. Prime able to get it over in 3. Avery with a good pass to Cassie. Cassie sets it up. Oh, looked like there's somebody into the net. No net called. Maybe it was the ball. Drops on Prime side. That's a point for Ace. Ace up 4-3. Turn that around. You get 3-4. What happened in 1834? Charles Darwin arrived in the Galapagos Islands aboard the HMS Beagle. Service error. Out the back. Point for Prime Performance. Tied at 4. Man, we're just rolling them off today. 44. What happened in 44 BC? Julius Caesar was killed. Balls in the air. Ace able to get it over. Cassie sets it over to Riley on the outside. He gets a hit. And it falls. That's a kill for Riley. A point for Ace. Ace up 5-4. Do some easy ones so far in this first match. 5-4. Turn that around. You get 4-5. 1945. World War II ended officially in September when the Japanese surrendered on board the USS Missouri battleship. Balls in the air from Amelie, who came in for Leah. There we go. All right. Cassie. Looks like a replay. Discussion at the ref stand based on what that call was. All right, still 5-4. Nope. Oh, man, there are volleyballs flying all over the place right now. More so than usual, it seems. All right, 5-4. Amelie serving. Service error, all tied up at 5. Prime Performance to serve. Ball's in the air. Shea able to get his Cassie. Cassie sets it up for Riley on the outside. Hits it over. Prime digs it, sets it to their outside. It goes up for a hit. Through the block. That's going to be a point for Prime Performance. Up 6-5. Put that together, you get 65. November 8th, 1965, the United States' first major involvement in Vietnam. Balls in the air, service error. We are tied at 6. Anna coming in for Riley in the back row. Anna Beekes to serve. And Shea did come in for Avery a couple plays ago. Oops, she's on the court now. Ball's in the air from Anna, all tied up at 6. Prime Performance able to get it to their outside. Goes up for a hit through the block. That's a point for Prime Performance. They are up 7-6. Put that together, 1776. Declaration of Independence started being signed on July 4th. Actually took about a month for all those people to sign it, as they were not all in Philadelphia on July 4th. Ball's in the air from Prime Performance. Ace able to get it back over in 3. Prime Performance sets it up for their middle. Gets a hit, rolls it over the tape, and then lands in bounds. That is a point for Prime Performance, who is up 8-6. Ball's in the air. Amelie. Slide over pass. They go for a kill, but they cannot get good hands on it. Cassie tries to set it back over. They are able to read that. This time the middle hits it. Ace able to recover 2 quick reactions and get it over the net in 3. Sets it up for their outside. Callie gets a good block over back to Prime Performance, who sends a free ball over on their third shot. Shea to Cassie. Cassie with a dump. The Prime Performance able to read that. Ace, able to save it, but not get it over on the third try. That is a point for Prime. Prime up 9-6. Turn that around, you get 69. What happened in 1969? We landed on the moon July 20th. Sadie Teets coming in for L. Alexander. Prime Performance serving up 9-6. Ball's in the air. Shea able to get it to Cassie. Cassie sets it up for Sadie on the outside. Prime Performance able to get it back over. Shea to Cassie. Cassie sets it up for Callie in the middle. Callie sends a down ball over the net. Prime Performance to their middle with a hit. That's going to be a point for Prime over the block of Callie. Prime Performance up 10-6. Timeout. Ace. Back from timeout. It's a 30-second timeout because they're all 30-second timeouts. Prime Performance serving up 10-6. Ball's in the air. Too strong. Service error. Point ace. Ace down 7-10. Avery into the front row. Shea Hagan to serve. Ball's in the air from Shea. Prime Performance able to get that one up. Bump set to their middle. Sends a free ball over the net. Shea able to dig it to Cassie. Cassie sets it up for Sadie on the outside. He gets a hit. Too strong. It's a point for Prime. Prime up 11-7. Cassie gets it to Avery. Avery able to send it over the net. Prime able to get it. Sadie able to get her hands on the block there. That lands out. That's going to be a point for Ace. Very well done by Sadie. Captain Cassie Barney to serve. Leah Smith coming in for Amelie in the front row. Captain Cassie Barney with the ball in the air. Oh, Captain, my Captain, with the ace. Ace within 2, down 9-11. I'm awesome. Captain Cassie with the serve. Almost an overpass. Prime able to get it over the net. Oh, mighty in and out. It was close. Cassie to Anna. Anna bumps it over to Sadie, who hits it through the block, and with the kill for Sadie. Point for Ace. Ace within 1, down 10-11. Ball's in the air from Cassie. Prime able to get down. Slide over pass. Avery gets her hands on it. That's a point for Ace. We are tied at 11. Ball's in the air. Prime able to get to their setter. Sets it up for their middle. Hits it lefty over the net, and it is effective. That's a point for Prime. Prime stops the bleeding on that little run from Cassie. Prime up 12-11. Ball's in the air from Prime. Leah able to get it to Cassie. Nope, slide over pass, and the middle does get a kill that time. Prime up 13-11. Ball's in the air. Leah gets it over to Cassie. Gets this to Sadie on the right side. Into the net. Another point for Prime. After rolling off 4 straight to tie it up, Prime has won the last 3 points. Ball's in the air from Prime. Sadie able to get that. Oh, slide over pass from Sadie. They try to dump it. They do not. Cassie sends a dump over into their campfire for the kill. Ace back within 2, down 12-14. Riley into the front row for Anna. Sadie Teets to serve. Ball's in the air from Sadie. Prime able to get that one to their setter. Setter up to their middle. Middle goes for a hit. Avery gets a block and a deflection. That's a point for Ace. A kill for Avery. Ace within one. Down 13-14. Ball's in the air from Sadie. And that's an ace for Sadie. We are again tied now at 14. Woo! Sadie with the serve. Prime able to get to their setter. The setter sets it up for their middle. Goes for a hit. That is around the block and out of bounds. That's a point for Ace. Ace up 15-14. Ball's in the air from Sadie. Prime able to get it over. Saf to send a free ball over the net. And it's out of bounds. That's another point for Ace. Ace up 16-14. Sorry, I was trying to figure out what the coach was trying to say. I think he's trying to say the other team is out of rotation, but the ref does not see it, nor the down ref. I'm not positive on that. Just trying to read body language. Ace up 16-14. Sadie serves. Ball's in the air, service error. That's a point for Prime. Prime to serve down 15-16. Ball's in the air from Prime. The lefty, too strong. That's a point for Ace. Ace up 17-15. Callie into the front row for Shea. Avery to serve. Ball's in the air from Chadwick. Prime able to get to it. Up to their outside. You go for a hit. That is into the net. Cannot get it over in three. Point for Ace. Ace up 18-15. The second Barbary War happened in 1815, excuse me, and it lasted a grand total of 3 days from June 16th to June 19th. Ball's in the air from Chadwick. And that's an ace for the Texas native. She was the lone star on that play. Timeout, Prime Performance. Ace up 19-15. To expand on that, the second Barbary War, again, 3 days in 1815. The first Barbary Wars lasted 4 years, from 1801 to 1805. But for you Marines out there, you know why the shores of Tripoli are in the Marine Corps hymn. The Barbary Wars. Ace back on the court. Avery still serving. Ball's in the air from Chadwick. Another ace for Avery. Another ace for Ace. Another point for Ace. Ace up 20-15. For you fans of simple math, that was 11 years ago. Ball's in the air from Avery. Way too strong. Service error. Point Prime. Prime to serve down 16-20. Shea into the back row for Avery. Ball's in the air. Too strong from Prime. Point Ace. Ace up 21-16. Amelie in for Leah. Amelie to serve. Ball's in the air from Amelie. Prime able to hit it. Way too strong. Point ace up 22-16. Amelie serves. Ball's in the air from Amelie. Prime able to get it up. Sets it over to their outside for a hit across court. Riley able to get to it. Cassie sets it up for Riley on the outside. Oh, it hits the antenna. That is out of bounds. Point Prime. Prime to serve down 17-22. Ball's in the air from Prime. Shea able to get to it. Amelie bumps that over to Riley on the outside. This time she keeps it in bounds. Prime gets it right back over and able to save it from Riley's. Their middle hits it into the net. That's a point for Ace. Ace up 23-17. Anna coming in for Riley in the back row. Anna to serve. Ball's in the air from Anna. It dives. Prime able to get down, dig that, and get it up. They hit a down ball over the net to Anna. Anna gets to it. Cassie tries to set her dump. Prime is able to read that one. Their middle gets up, tries to tip. Cassie's able to save it. Amelie and Cassie, they are able to work together to get that over the net. That was pretty cool. Cassie that time dumps it over. And kill for Cassie. Point for Ace. Ace up 24-17. Anna serving for the set. Ball's in the air from Anna. Prime. Oh, just strong. Point for Prime. Prime to serve down 18-24. Ball's in the air from Prime. Amelie cannot handle that one. That may have been out of bounds, but point for Prime. Prime serving down 19-24. Prime with the serve. Ball's in the air. Oh, she rolls that one over the tape for an ace. A lot of points can be scored if you can do that on purpose all the time. Prime serving down 20-24. Ball's in the air. Too strong. That's a service error. Point for Ace. Ace wins the first set 25-20. After 3 weeks off for this team where they went 3-0 in straight sets, they are able to pull out their first set here and keep the winning alive. We will be back in 3 minutes for set number 2. All right, we are back. Set number 2. Let me get the lineup set here. Shea is in the back row. Anna's in the back row. Leah is in the front row. Avery's in the front row. And Sadie is in the front row. And Captain Cassie Barney is starting us off with the serve here in the second set. And away we go. Prime Performance able to get it up, bump it across to their outside. Outside sends it over the net. Anna able to get to it. Cassie all the way across to Sadie on the outside. He gets a hit over the block. Prime Performance able to get that to their outside. And a hit through a block. That's a point for Prime Performance. Prime Performance up 1-0. Prime Performance with the serve. Ball's in the air. Anna to Cassie. Cassie to Leah. Leah with a hit. That is out of bounds. That is going to be another point for Prime Performance, up 2-0. Number 2, our second president of these United States, Mr. John Adams. Ball's in the air. Service error. Point ace. Ace down 1-2. Sadie to serve. Riley into the front row for Anna. Ball's in the air from Sadie. Service error, out of bounds. Prime Performance up 3-1. Prime Performance with the serve. Ball's in the air. Avery able to pass that to Cassie. Cassie gets the set to Leah on the right side. Leah with a hit. In and through the block. He drops on Prime side. Point ace. Ace to serve. Down 2-3. Avery to serve. Amelie playing middle this set. Oh, Avery's not serving. Shea is serving. I lied. Too strong. Point Prime Performance. Prime Performance up 4-2. Sorry, I was figuring out the lineup for that one. All right, Prime Performance serving. 4-2. Ace unable to handle that. That's an ace for Prime Performance. Prime up 5-2. Ace. You see one good pass in here to get a good play in. Ball's in the air from Prime. Sadie unable to handle that. Another ace for Prime. Prime up 6-2. What happened? What major event happened in 1962? You got to text me with the right answer. Ball's in the air. Sadie able to get that one up, but not able to get it to Cassie. Another point for Prime Performance. Prime up 7-2 here in set number 2. Ace took the first set 25-20. Ball's in the air. Riley able to get that one up. Shea bump sets it over for Riley, who is able to tip it over the net. Prime up and it'll handle that. A kill for Riley and a point for Ace. Ace to serve down 3-7. Leah Smith serving. Cassie able to get over to Riley. Riley's able to hit it inbounds. Prime Performance gets it over. They are able to hit it over. Ace unable to dig it. That is a point for Prime. Prime up 8-3. And the first one to text in with the correct answer was Jim Nelson, the Bay of Pigs, 1962. Prime serving up 8-3. Shea to Cassie. Cassie to Riley with a hit into the net. That's another point for Prime. Prime is now up 9-3 here in the second. Timeout, Ace. All right, we're back from timeout. Prime up 9-3 here in the second set. Prime serving. Ball's in the air. Sadie able to get that one. Overpass, but the play stays alive. Prime gets it to the middle. Shea and Leah and Riley able to work together to save that one and keep it alive over in 3. Prime to their outside with a big hit. Sadie unable to handle that one. That's another point for Prime. Prime up 10-3 here in the second. All right, we got the ball back over to Prime. Prime serving up now 10-3 here in the second set. Prime trying to force a set number 3. Ace trying to win this one in 2. Ball's in the air. Too strong. Service error. Point Ace. Ace within 6. Just served down 4-10. Turn that around to get 10-4. That's not me signing off. That's just the score. Anna Beekis in for Riley in the back row to serve. Ball's in the air from Anna. Prime able to get that one up. Bump set to their outside. Their outside comes up. Has to punch it over the net. Anna able to get to it to Cassie. Cassie with a setter dump. Prime able to save that one. Set it back to their outside. Up for a hit. Right at Shea. Able to save it. Cassie able to get it across to Sadie on the outside, who tips it over. And it lands inbounds for Sadie with a kill and a point. Ace now down 5-10. Ball's in the air from Anna. Prime able to not get it over the net in 3. Can't do it in 4. That's against the rules. Point Ace. Ace to serve down 6-10. Ace was down by this same margin in the first and ended up winning 25-20. Ball's in the air from Anna. Prime able to get that one up to the setter. Sets it up for their back row. Has to send a free ball over the net. Leah to Cassie. Amelie does not win the battle at the net, and that is a point for Prime. Prime now serving up 11-6. Ball's in the air from Prime. Shea to Cassie, able to send it over the net. Prime sets it up for their outside. It goes up for a hit. Into the block, but Ace able to save it and get a free ball over the net. Prime sends it over there. Their setter has to bump set it all the way to their outside. Who hits it over the net? That is out of bounds. That's a point for Ace. Ace down 7-11. Avery into the front row for Shea. Amelie to serve. Ball's in the air from Amelie. She rolls that one over the tape. That's an ace for Amelie. An ace for Ace. A point for Ace. Ace down 8-11. Amelie serves it out of bounds. Service error. Point Prime. Prime to serve up 12-8. Ball's in the air from Prime. Anna able to get that. Oh, slide over pass, but Cassie wins the battle at the net. Prime is able to get it over, but it is out of bounds. That's a point for Ace. Ace within 3, down 9-12. Captain Cassie Barney to serve. Ball's in the air from the captain. That's an ace for Cassie. An ace for Ace. A point for Ace. Ace down 10-12. Woo! Ball's in the air from the captain. Prime able to get it over the setter. Setter to their middle. Oh, is able to hit it around Avery's block. That's a point for Prime. Prime up 13-10 here in the second. Prime serving up 13-10. Ball's in the air. Service error. Point Ace. Ace within 2. And to serve down 11-13. Riley into the front row for Anna. Sadie to serve. Ball's in the air for Sadie. Going deep in the court. Prime able to get to it. They're outside with a hit. Into the net. Point for Ace. Ace within 1. Down 12-13. And for those of you waiting for a history fact, I don't have one for 12-13 yet. I'm working on it. That's a lot of stuff to know. Sadie with the serve. Down 12-13. Service error. Point. Prime to serve up 14-12. Ball's in the air from Prime. Avery able to get that past to Cassie. Cassie sets it up for Riley on the outside. Hits the antenna out of bounds. That is a point for Prime. Prime up 15-12. We cover this one a lot. Timeout, Ace. We cover this one a lot. What happened in 12-15? Oh. Yeah. Gotcha. We are back. Serving for Prime, up 12-15-12. Service error. Point Ace. Ace within 2, down 13-15. Right here. All right, Shea is in to serve. Amelie into the front row. Ace serving down 13-15. Prime able to get that one. They bump it to one of their back row players. Hits it over the net. Cassie to Leah. Leah able to get that one over there. Prime able to recover. Bump that, set that to their outside. Outside with a hit into a block that Prime cannot recover from. That's a block for Amelie. And a point for Ace. Ace within 1, down 14-16. 14-15. Excuse me. Scoring table has it 13-16, 1 point wrong direction and the other way. They just checked the score. They said it's right. It is not right. Service error. Point for Prime. Prime up now 16-14. Scoring table's wrong. But, alas. Nothing we can do about it. Ball's in the air. Sadie to Cassie. Cassie over to Leah. Leah with a hit. Prime able to dig that one. There, Libero gets it to the outside. Who tries to send it down, ball over the net. Cannot. Ace with the point. Down one, 15-16. Leah Smith with the serve. Able to get it over. Amelie able to get it to Cassie. Cassie sets it up for Riley on the outside. He gets a hit. Cross court. That is out. No touch. Point Prime. Prime up 17-15. Scoring table has Prime up 18-14. And we checked it, so I will go ahead and change this here in just a minute. Prime with a hit. Leah able to save it off the block. Cassie to Riley on the outside. Riley with a hit. Prime able to get that one up. They bump set it. Just have to send a free ball over the net. Leah able to get that. Cassie to Amelie, unable to save it. All right, that is a point for Prime. Scoring table now has it 19-14, so I will adjust. Prime serving up 19-14, which coincidentally was the start of World War I. Ball's in the air from Prime. Leah able to bump it to Cassie. Cassie able to send it backwards over the net. Prime able to get to it. To their middle. Who gets a hit? Out of bounds. That's a point for Ace. Ace within 4, down 15-19. Anna into the back row to serve. Ball's in the air. Prime into a block. Amelie gets the block and a point. Ace within 3, down 16-19. Ball's in the air. Prime able to get it to their setter across. Got to send a free ball over. Let's go. That was going to be out, but we saved it. And that's out on the point. That's going to be a point for Prime. It's going to land out. I should have yelled out. We are allowed to yell out to help them out. So next time, let's all yell out, out, out. Ball's in the air from Prime. Leah able to get to Cassie. Cassie sets it up for Amelie in the middle. Through the block. That's a kill for Amelie and a point for Ace. Ace down 17-20. Avery into the front row. Amelie to serve. Good job, Dad. Ball's in the air from Amelie. Prime able to get that to their middle. Who hits it. Back and forth over the net here a little bit. Cassie sends the setter dump over the net. Prime able to get that to their middle. Their middle hits it. We touched it. It's going to be a point for Prime. Prime up 21-17. Shea into the back row for Amelie. Service error, point Ace. Ace within 3 again to serve down 18-21. Captain Cassie Barney to serve. Leah, Sadie, and Avery in the front row. Ball's in the air from the captain. Prime able to get that one up to their setter. Setter sets it up for their middle, who over jumps her set. It's a point for Ace. Ace serving down 19-21. Ball's in the air from Cassie. She dumps that one just over the net. The setter has to get it to their libero. They send it down, ball over the net. Cassie able to save that one. Avery sets that one up for Leah. Leah with a good hit through a block. Prime able to recover and get that up. 1, 2, 3. Sends it over the net into a block. Leah able to save it, but, not where anybody can get it. Point Prime. Prime to serve up 22-19. Yeah. Avery able to tip that one out over the net. Middle hits it. Anna Avery saved that one. Cassie unable to play it off the net. A point for Prime. Prime up 23-19. Oh, Avery had a good hit for a kill there. There was another ball on the court. Redo. Prime serving up 23-19. Ball's in the air from Prime. Sadie able to get it to Cassie. Cassie all the way over to Leah, who cannot handle the set. Actually, the set was a little low and off court. Set point, Prime up 24-19. Prime trying to force a third set here. Ace trying to make this comeback to win it in two. Ball's in the air from Prime. Shea with a pass to Cassie. Cassie to Avery. Avery with a kill. Solid point kill. Avery. Ace down 20-24. Riley into the front row for Anna. Sadie to serve. See if we can roll off 6 straight here and just win this. Ball's in the air from Sadie. Prime able to get that one to the setter. Sets it up for their middle. He goes up. Hits it around Avery's block. Leah to Cassie. Cassie back over to Leah. Leah sends it over. Prime hits it up and backwards. They got to send a free ball over the net, which they do. Shea able to get that to Cassie. Cassie to Avery. Avery sends it far back, but too far, out of bounds. Point Prime. Prime wins the second set by the same score. Ace won the first, 25-20. We are going to a third set. Third set tiebreaker. It is the first to 15. Still got to win by 2. right, we are back for set number 3. Again, 1st to 15, got to win by 2. Looks like Prime won the coin toss to serve. They're checking lineups. All right, Shea coming in for Callie in the back row. It's the same lineup we had in the first set, which we won. Hopefully that's a good omen. And Prime served in that first set as well. All right, here we go. Tiebreaker. Set number 3, match number 1, tournament number 5. For Ace, 18 black. Prime with the serve. And to Cassie. Cassie to Avery with a kill. That's how it's supposed to work. Point Ace. Ace up 1-0. Captain Cassie Barney to serve. Where were you on that one? No. I mean, can you tell how many times it's been hit? It's all bent. Captain Cassie Barney with a serve, up 1-0 here in the third set. Prime able to get to it, sends it to their right side, who gets a hit. Too strong, out of bounds. Another point for Ace. Ace up 2-0 here in the third set. And the up ref is headed across the court for something. So we'll wait to see what happens. Thanks for letting me know, Addison. I love you too. Not sure what we're discussing at the scoring table. We are back from whatever happened there. And Ace is up 2-0. Ball's in the air from the captain. Sends it short. Libero able to get to it. They save it. Cross court down ball from their outside. Shea sends it way across. Leah cannot handle it. Point for Prime. Prime to serve down 1-2 here in the third. Substitutions done for Prime. Prime again serving down 1-2. Ball's in the air from Prime. Anna able to dig it. Nobody able to get to it. We are tied at 2. An ace for Prime. Ball's in the air from Prime. Anna able to get it to Cassie. Cassie sets it up for Avery, who sends it across. Prime able to save that one and tip it back over on their second hit. Cassie sets it up for Leah, who gets a hit. Cross court, too strong, out of bounds. Point Prime. Prime up 3-2 here in the third. Ball's in the air from Prime. Leah able to get that one to Cassie. Able to get it back to Leah. Into the net. Another point for Prime. Prime up 4-2. Amelie coming in for Leah. Prime serving up 4-2 here in the third. First to 15. Got to win by 2 in this tie-breaking set. Prime with the serve. Up 4-2. That is in. That is in. Coach Chad called it out. It was in. That's on Chad. Per him, not per me. Prime up 5-2 here in the third. Ball is in the air from Prime. Up 5-2 here in the third. L to Cassie. Sends it over the net. Avery looked like Avery called reaching over the net. Point for Prime. Prime up 6-2. Ball's in the air from Prime. Shea. Anna and Elle miscommunicate. Timeout ace. Prime up 7-2 here in the third. Halfway to that 15 mark. I put it in the parent chat too, so any of the parents not here can sign in. All right, ball's in the air from Prime. Amelie to Shea. Back over to Amelie. Sends a free ball over the net. Prime able to get that one over to their setter. Setter sets it up to their outside. Goes up for a hit. Into Avery's block with a point. Ace within 4, down 3-7. L to serve. Riley into the front row for Anna. Ball's in the air from L. Prime able to get that up. They got to send it to their. It sends it down. Ball rolls it over the tape. Cassie able to set that up for Riley, who's able to get it over the net. Prime able to get that one to their setter. Sets it up for their middle. Into Avery's block. Prime able to hit that one over. Riley sends it directly back over the net. Prime to their outside this time. Again into a block. Chip over. Cassie's able to save that one directly back over the net. Prime sets this one up for their middle, who hits that one over the block. Shea able to get to that one to Cassie. Cassie over to Riley. Riley with the tip over into the campfire for the kill. Ace wins that point. Hard fought. 4-7. Turn that around and get 7-4. July 4th. Toby Keith said it best. Every day is Independence Day. L serves. Prime. Overpass. No one at the net. Point Prime. An accidental point from Prime there. Prime serving up 8-4. Oh, Sadie coming in for L in the back row. Amelie's got to go that way. Am I wrong? Should Anomaly be on that side of Avery, right? All right, good hit, Ball's in the air, sorry. I was a little confused there. Sadie cannot handle that one. That is a point for Prime. Prime up 9-4 here in the third. There we go, maybe. Oh, yeah. Ball's in the air, service error. Point ace. Addison said I was right. That Amelie and Avery should have been slightly switched. Avery serving. Callie into the front row. Nah. Ball's in the air from Chadwick. She drops that one in. Prime able to handle it. They get a hit from their outside. Ace not ready for it. Shea into the back row for Avery. Prime serving up 10-5 here in the third. First to 15, got to win by 2. Ball's in the air from Prime, too strong. Sadie hits it. Shea to Riley, who is able to get it over the net. Prime able to save it to their middle. Their middle hits it into Callie's block for the point. Prime up 11-5. Prime serving up 11-5 here in the third. Ball's in the air from Prime. Ace unable to handle it. Timeout Ace, their second of this third set. Prime up 12-5. First to 15, got to win by 2. Back from timeout. Prime up 12-5 here in the third. Ace gonna need to go on a run here to win this third set and first match. Ball's in the air. It rolls it over the tape. Ace able to save that one. Amelie with a hit. Too strong. It's going to be a point for Prime. Prime up 13-5. Ball's in the air from Prime. Shea gets to that one. Amelie sets that up for Cassie. Sends a free ball over the net into the back corner. Prime able to get that one and bump set it over to their outside. It goes up for a hit. Amelie with the block and the point. Ace to serve, down 6-13. Amelie to serve. She had some hang time there. Said she had some hang time there. Amelie serving, down 6-13. Prime able to tip that one over the net. Cassie sends it over. Prime back to their setter, to their middle. The middle hits it, but out. That's an error on Prime. A point for Ace. Ace serving, down 7-13. Ball's in the air. Prime unable to handle it. That's an ace for Amelie and a point for Ace. Ace serving, down 8-13. Ball's in the air from Amelie. Just too strong. Point Prime. Prime. Did I miss a point somewhere? I mean, clearly I missed a point somewhere. All right. Apparently that is the match. Not sure exactly how or why I missed that point. Prime wins 15-8 in the third set to take the match 2-1. We have the next 2 hours off. We are scheduled to play at 11 a.m. Arizona time. So we will see you in a couple hours. Oh, he's right there. I have something for you.
Thank you, sir.
We got to figure out where they're going to go, though.
Hey,
Eh.